All right, with that, I am standing in tonight for Steve DeVersey, the athletic director at Burlington Central High School, who unfortunately woke me up this morning at 8:45 and said that he had a situation that he could not be here, and asked me to introduce the first inductee to the Elgin Sports Hall of Fame from Burlington Central. And I think that's only appropriate that I'm able to do this because I'm also a Burlington Central grad with deep ties to Elgin. Danny Sheldon was, without a doubt, the best football player to ever play for Burlington Central, bar none. Had Danny gone to Larkin or Elgin or St. Ed's or any other high school around, he probably would have been the best of his time there too. That's how good he was. I'm not going to bore you by reading all his numbers that you can read in your programs. Let me just say that I covered probably a good 30 games of Danny's between his high school and college careers. And I don't know if he's watching on Zoom or not, but if he is, Danny, that was such a great time, such a privilege to cover your career. He was a running back, a defensive back, he was an all-stater, he was an all-everything. He led the state in scoring his senior year of high school. Had several college programs that were interested in him, chose to play at NIU, where he just set the house on fire at Husky Stadium. I don't know how many of you recall watching Danny play college football at NIU. They called him the Seabiscuit out there because nobody could catch him. That was a moniker my good friend and former SID at NIU, Mike Korsek, came up with, but it was true. He ended up being an All-American at NIU. He still holds many records at NIU, and again, I'm not going to bore you with the details. You can read those. He ended up playing for the Arizona Cardinals, the Colts, the Bears, the Falcons, and the Steelers before settling into a career of acting, which he is now continuing to pursue in California. And a Super Bowl or two ago here, he got his big break in commercials, did a Pepsi commercial. So I want to read Dan's acceptance speech here real quick. First off, I apologize I could not make it in person to receive this incredible acknowledgement. The reason I couldn't make it is I'm hard at work training for my big football comeback, so someday they'll make a Kurt Warner-style movie about me. In reality, though, I would probably pull my hamstring just thinking about playing again. Receiving an honor like this really made me stop and reflect back on the road that brought me here. That road started at a small school called Burlington Central. Regardless of how many touchdowns I scored my senior year or yards per game I ran, people would always write off the performances as a result of being from a small school and playing poor competition. But I never let that define me, as I knew that playing for Burlington is what gave me the opportunity to show what I could do. I took that lesson and decided against a Big Ten school and instead chose a small D1 college where I knew I would play and have a chance to showcase what I could do at the next level. I am most proud of receiving this award because I am hoping it shows the future generations of Elgin and Burlington athletes there are no limits to what you can achieve in your athletic aspirations if you believe in yourself. Sports and life in general is a mindset, And the best part is we have the ability to choose our perspective. I may be the first athlete to receive this award from Burlington Central, but I'm sure I won't be the last. I thank you for honoring me with this Elgin Sports Hall of Fame award and allowing me to pave the way for many future Burlington athletes to join this illustrious group. Thank you, Dan Sheldon.